Hi there, welcome. Michael Griffiths here, and thanks for joining us on the Business Connectors. I'm here this week with Matthew Brickwood from Sprint Digital. How are you going today, Matt?
Very well, thanks.
Fantastic, and Matt's going to be here. He's one of these people that I suppose we call a tech guru. In my language, someone who knows a lot more than what I do is pretty much what I put Matthew down to. And he's going to share with us some great insights about what's happening right now in the digital world, the tech world, and some little insights and tips that might be able to actually help you a little bit easier with some of the tech gadgets that are out there. And we're going to have a chat about all of that. So firstly, start off. So Matt, tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us a bit about Sprint Digital and what it is you do.
Thank you, Michael. Well, as Michael said, my name is Matthew Brickwood. I've been in the web and internet space for about 10 years now. Really focused around a few different aspects, both in building and creating websites, building and creating software, and obviously in this current climate, mobile applications.
Fantastic, great. So Sprint Digital, you sort of said a little bit about what Sprint Digital does. What is the ideal person to be working with Sprint Digital?
Yeah, what we do is we're a bit different from most web companies. We focus on the more complicated problems in the web space. So perhaps your website needs to integrate with an e-commerce system, or perhaps your in-office CRM system. What we try to do is add a technical edge to these websites to help them improve your business, or just be able to provide an effective interface between your customers and you, perhaps through e-commerce or whatnot.
Yeah, great. So the digital space, the tech space, always changing. You just get used to one thing and then it's already changed. There's too many clever people out there who know an awful lot more than what I know, is what I put it down to. But what are some of the new trends at the moment within that space that you can tell us about?
Yeah, I think the most important thing any business owner has to know about is the mobile space. The numbers are around 42% of smartphone users are using those smartphones to browse business websites, and all you have to do is sit around on the train on the way home or on the bus on the way home and just look at how many people are down focusing away through their phones, through emails and whatnot. It all happens in the mobile space, and so for most businesses what they need to think of is my business mobile ready? Is my website responsive to mobiles? Or are people sort of opening section by section, just trying to get a bit of a read of the information? Probably the most important thing that needs to be done for them is building a website which is mobile responsive.
Great. So here I am, I'm a business owner, I've got no idea what you've just told me. I've got no idea what business ready means, mobile ready means. What are some simple things that a business owner can do to move themselves from just having a normal website to having also a mobile website ready?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the first thing for you to do is obviously understand whether your whether your website is mobile ready. And to do that, simply pick up your iPhone or your smartphone and have a look at it. Is it complicated for you to use? Is it hard for you to read the information? When you try and click the navigation, does the button not work or whatnot? You're really looking for just that standard user experience of, is my website working for me when I'm on there? Because if it's not working for you, it's most certainly not working for your customers. So the first thing they need to do is check that out. Once they've done that, if it isn't, they need to contact either their web provider or you can contact myself as well, and we'll have a look at what it is where your website is, what we can do to perhaps enhance it to be mobile ready, or in most cases what you'll find is that websites built sort of 2 or 3 years back, they need to be completely overhauled to a new version in order to make it mobile responsive or mobile ready.
Okay, great. So my understanding of this is, so your website looks a certain way when someone's on the iPad or the desktop, but then when they look at it on the phone, it actually should be looking something different completely again.
No, it should be just a smaller version of it. What we do is smart web developers will create technology which basically, as you shrink down the device, the website reformats itself. So it'll be header, then you might have the first image, second image, text, right. And so it's basically called stacking, and it stacks all the content and information in a mobile-friendly way, as well, and most importantly, increases the text size on the smaller devices so you can actually read it.
Yeah, fantastic, great. So if we move away from there, what's right now a useful app or a piece of software that you've come across recently, which really might be able to help the business owners that are watching this today?
Yeah, absolutely. And there's two very, very important pieces of technology, and I brought one of them with me here. One of them with me is this Logitech Ultra Thin keyboard. It's probably the best $78 I've ever spent from Officeworks. it's enabled me to turn my my iPad into a nice little keyboard and functioning device there, and it works very, very well for me to simply close it up and move between meetings. Light, easy, very, very mobile. Probably the best $78 I spent. And secondarily, in terms of an app, have a look for an app called, what would you call it, Meeting Pad. Just Google it, so go through the App Store and have a look for that. That particular meeting app will allow you to record meetings, will allow you to take agendas and meeting notes, and simply at a click of a button, send meeting minutes off to all the attendees. So it makes my life really easy because I spend most of my days on the road.
Yeah, fantastic. What a great insight there for people who are going to meetings and you're sitting there and you're having to either touch with your fingers, and if your fingers are like mine, well, that's a pain in the butt because they're too big for the keys half the time. So this here allows you to be able to pretty much just use it like a normal computer. So what a great ability to not only use it as a computer, but then that meeting pad to be actually able to have proper meetings, have notes, get things out rather than meet, go back to the office, have to do up notes, send it out. Everything can be done right now on the move. So fantastic. That's great. So let's move into, we're very much the business connector show here. You're very good at being able to get out and network and meet new people and be able to build your network. What are some of the tips that you could pass on to our listeners about growing their network or being able to, I suppose, what to do when you're at a networking event?
Absolutely. Well, just to segue a little bit from going to a networking event, one of the most important things I know, especially about using LinkedIn in the technology space, is the way you connect with people. Would you ever go to a networking event and walk around and say, "Hi, I'd like to connect," and don't continue a conversation? "Hi, I'd like to connect," and don't continue a conversation? Well, sending those default random LinkedIn requests really don't help you build relationships in the online space. So what you need to do is simply, if you don't do it offline, don't do it online. So if you wouldn't walk around saying, "I'd like to connect to 12 people," don't just be hammering those connect buttons out on LinkedIn. What you really want to do is develop an engaging conversation with them. Tell them how you've met them, or perhaps how you might be able to work together to achieve an outcome first, before you start the connection process. And then from there, with some meaningful dialogue engaged in, you should be able to have much more success in the LinkedIn space.
Great, fantastic. So let's just say you're at a networking event, you've gone there by yourself. So most people who go to a networking event by themselves, they tend to find one person and hang with them for the whole night rather than moving around.
We've all done it.
What do you do now?
In terms of connecting with people?
Yeah, so you've gone to a networking event by yourself. What are you going to do there?
Yeah, well, the first thing I do is I generally don't go to a networking event by myself. I pick one of my referral partners to go along with. That's probably the most important thing. And for those of you who don't know referral partners, just obviously check out the Michael Griffiths Referral Marketing Masterclass. But certainly that's the first thing I do, because it really allows you to work the room together to be able to achieve the best result. But short of that, my best advice for anyone is just be yourself. People do business with people they know, like and trust. And to know, like and trust someone, you first of all just got to get to know them. And so if you're going up there with this sales pitchy face on of 10 business cards in my hand, I'm just going to get these out as quick as possible, that's not going to get you anywhere. One of the most successful networking events I've had is going there and I've met one person. I walked in for 15 minutes and that turned into about $60,000, $70,000 of work for me from that one introduction. So it's not all about the numbers, it's just about the quality of the connection.
Yeah, brilliant, fantastic. So again, thank you very much for being able to join us. It's been great to have you here. Spring Digital, Matthew Brickwood. So if you've got any problems around needing high-end web development, e-commerce platforms, softwares, even turning yourself into a mobile-ready website, then check out Matthew Brickwood. And of course, like with all our guests, these are great people to be able to connect to. These are great people who understand networking, they've got great businesses, and they're willing to share their network with you. So go link with them on LinkedIn. Great to be able to see you again. Make sure you have a look at the upcoming events that we've got coming up, and love to be able to see you at one of those. Until next time, Michael Griffiths, and have a great week.